Good evening, or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fiserv Forum for the third game of the Deer District Prep Basketball Shootout here in downtown Milwaukee. Glad you guys could join us today. Elijah Vincelata with the whole Zaleski Sports crew today. 3.5 minutes before we begin tip-off for our third out of 5 games today on the network. First, we got Racine Park coming in at 16-1, 10-0 in conference. Head coached by Casey Robbins. And Milwaukee Juneau, a team from the Milwaukee City Gold Conference that lead it, head coached by Aaron Spearing. They are 10-7 on the season and 10-1 in conference. Interesting enough for Milwaukee Juneau, they all their wins have came in conference play, which means that they are 0-6 outside of conference. So today, they're going to try to put themselves to a test in a big stage here outside of their own conference. They're playing a really great team in Racine Park, arguably the best in Division II. Like I said, Racine Park leading their conference in the Southeast Conference, something we're very familiar with in the Milwaukee area, being an Oak Creek grad. 16-1, 10-0. Like I said, again, Casey Robbins' team is. Starting lineups will come after this, but this is going to be a really big preview for both teams. Obviously, Racine Park, a really fast-paced team that can really get down the floor fast, and they could steal the ball really hard. It kind of reminds me of when the Indiana Pacers played the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs last year. If there's Bucks fans watching this tonight, I don't want to remind them about that too much, but they're a really fast-paced team. They could run the floor down, led by Isaiah Robinson, one of the big seniors that are really big to watch on that team. But it should be a really fun game tonight from Fiserv Forum. As an interesting note to have for Milwaukee Juneau, Dooney Johnson, the sophomore star, or phenom, you should say, he's 3 points away from 1,000 career points as a sophomore. Are you kidding? That is just something crazy to think about. He's only 3 points away from 1,000 points as a sophomore. So it's going to be a really fun game to watch tonight. I'm excited to call this game. Racine Park number 1 in Division II in our seat score rankings on Zaleski Sports. A little bit of a preview from Travis Wilson from this game earlier today. Racine Park opened the season with a close loss to Racine St. Catharines, but the Panthers have run off 15 straight wins since then, taking control of the Southeast Conference race. Senior Jackson Moss has taken a big step forward this season, nearly doubling his scoring output to 21 per game. Isaiah Robinson and Zaire Gwynn provide additional depth and scoring punch. Milwaukee Juneau features the state's top sophomore prospect guard, Dooney Johnson, who has offers for programs around the country, including Wisconsin and Marquette. The Pioneers currently lead the City Gold Conference in Milwaukee, with most of their losses coming against larger competition. But I look at on WIAA Sports, Milwaukee Juneau's losses were good losses. Madison Memorial to open up the year, they lost 101-82. They even played a team from Detroit Renaissance. They lost 103-57. So they're playing a lot of good teams outside of state as well. They played at the Kevin Brown Memorial Tournament. Not sure where that is in the country where they're playing that tournament, but they got a team playing from Michigan, like I said, with Detroit Renaissance, St. Mary's, Southside Illinois, and Archbishop Hannon from Louisiana. But their conference play has just been dominant. They were also at the WBY Shootout and played a really great Dominican team coached by Steve Showalter. They lost pretty big there against Marquette, the reigning Division I state champions. But they've had a lot of great wins here, and I believe they're going to hit the national anthem here before we get started tonight. Game 3 of 5 here from Fiserv Forum. Going to get set underway. Racine Park wearing their stripes for the warm-up pants. Navy blue colors for Milwaukee Juneau. We're going to step aside here and get started for the national anthem.
Yep. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, we're going to get started with starting lineups here. Racine Park acting as a visiting team from the Southeast Conference. Number 1 guard, Zari Gwynn, a sophomore. Number 2, Isaiah Robinson, the senior phenom. Number 4, Cam Betker. Number 10, Cole Betker. And number 12, Jackson Moss. Casey Robbins' team has a lot of firepower at any night, and anybody can give you pain at any time. They are 16-1 on the year, like I said, with their one loss coming against Racine St. Catherine's at the Racine Case Thanksgiving Shootout. Believe it or not, that was their first loss of the year to open up the season. So they had a losing record to open it up, but haven't looked back since. 16 straight wins for Racine Park, making the look at 17 today at the historic Fiserv Forum. Now for the starting lineups for Milwaukee Juneau. Number 1, Dooney Johnson. Number 3, Takis Tyler. Number 11, Jaden Hardiman. Number 13, Raylan Jones. Number 23, Sean Blaine Trotter. To round out the starting lineups for head coach Aaron Spearing on Milwaukee Juneau. They are unranked in our rankings here, but they have done a really great job executing conference play in the Milwaukee City Gold Conference.
Number 12, Mikhail Kyles. Number 13, Raylan Jones. Number 20,
one more time here for Milwaukee Juneau. So a key milestone to watch out for is number 1, sophomore Dooney Johnson, who is their star player as a sophomore. 3 points away from 1,000 career points, and it's going to be a really big one.
Give it up one more time for Milwaukee Juneau Pioneers.
Here we go. Set to go for game number 3 of 5 from Fiserv Forum. .67 Jackson Moss will tip off for Racine Park, and tipping off for Milwaukee Juneau is number 11, Jaden Hardiman. So here we go, game number 3 underway from the Deer District Prep Showcase. Milwaukee Juneau wins the opening tip. Dooney Johnson just needs a triple to score 1,000 career points. He loses the ball right away. Great defense that time from Zari Gwynn. Zay Robinson swinging the rock around. Driving in, kicking out. Betker for 3. No good. The Betker brothers have been amazing for this team. Where it's Cole or Cam Betker. That was Cam on the 3. And Isaiah Robinson going to go fast like he's always been. Going up fast for the first bucket of the game. That's what I said. Racine Park, a really fast-paced team. They can make you pay with turnovers and get fast break opportunities. Dooney Johnson driving in. Going to get fouled on the ground. Cameron Betker on the foul for Racine Park. Going to inbound it to the top to Dooney Johnson, being guarded tight by Zari Gwynn. Going to feed it outside, a wide open look for 3 in that left corner, no good from Sean Blaine Trotter. Juneau gets the offensive rebound. They're going to reset now. Zay Robinson playing a little bit off, going to get a screen. Going to lob it up to Dooney Johnson. He's got the tall frame, and he's going to easily get a layup on the pick and roll action. Pretty decent crowd filing in here too. Both these teams from the Milwaukee area. Obviously Milwaukee Juneau not super far from here. As Cole Becker going to try again for 3. No good, but his brother puts it back up and says, I got you, bro. Cam Becker cleans the glass up for him. So 4-2 advantage for Racine Park early on. Dooney Johnson going to feed it outside. Great defense. To get 1,000 career points, no good. But he gets fouled on the 3-point shot. Keep in mind, he's only 1 point away now. A free throw puts him at 1,000 career points as a sophomore, too. And there it is, 1,000 career points for Dooney Johnson. I think they're going to call a timeout here as he's going to keep that game ball probably here, possibly. 1,000 career points for Dooney Johnson. Congratulations. We'll take a 30-second timeout here on Zaleski Sports.
1,000 points for his career. Congratulations, Juneau.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vincelata here on the third game here from the Deer District Prep Showcase. Dooney Johnson, congratulations on 1,000 career points in his career as he hit it with that free throw. They called timeout there to acknowledge it on the PA announcer. Big accomplishment as a sophomore, like Travis Wilson wrote in his article before. He has multiple D1 offers, including Madison, Wisconsin, and Marquette. I don't know why I said Madison, Wisconsin. He goes 2 for 3 on the pair, and it's evened up at 4. Oh, good steal that time and penetration from Takis Taylor. Takis Taylor going glass for his first points of the game.
Tyler with the bucket.
And Juneau going to play some press here, a little bit reaching too much that time from Sean Blaine Trotter for the foul. It's always a good idea to press early on. Just try to set your defense a little bit more so you can score points. I think Milwaukee Juneau just trying to match the energy as Cam Becker launches a 3.
Cash money.
Cash money all day for Cam Becker. 5 points for him. Gonna set it up at the top of the key now, Takis Taylor. I like the ball movement so far early on from Milwaukee Juneau, just trying to set their offense, setting some screens, but also great communication on the defensive end for Racine Park. Going up off the glass, taking his time is Takis Taylor, and it's 8-7 now. Takis Taylor with 4 points early on. Oh, there's Isaiah Robinson driving to the paint fast. Jackson Moss going to drive through 2 defenders, but that 6'7" frame can't get it to go. And a great defensive double/triple team maybe even as Dooney Johnson looking to go fast. Oh, Hezzy with the dribble. Smooth layup, but are they going to call it travel? Carry? Yeah, carry. Yeah, I think he walked with a little bit there, but that was pretty smooth on the dribble that time from Dooney Johnson, showing out here at the Deer District Prep Showcase. So now Racine Park will slow it down from the top of the key. Isaiah Robinson can get down spurts and hurry. That's why he averages about 21 points per game. Now Cole Becker on the drive, going up with the left hand. That's just a tough contest that time from Raylan Jones, who's just freshly checked in for Milwaukee Juneau. And Johnson, again, shifty. Can't get the midi to go. Isaiah Robinson lost his handle for a second there. Gonna cut through 2 defenders and a little bit too short. Takis Taylor driving through. He's got 4 points, loses the ball, stripped by Moss. And a block and a kill at the rim that time by Jackson Moss. And Isaiah Robinson gonna pull up in transition for 3. That's what they do best. Isaiah Robinson with 5 points now. And Cam Becker and Isaiah Robinson have all 10 points for Racine Park early on. Dooney Johnson from the top of the key. Double team coming. Doesn't even matter, but he gets his own rebound and a going to call blocking foul on the board that time as he fell a little bit hard. Fouls on Cam Betker. The second foul, and checking in for Racine Park is Jamarian De Leon. Going to get it off the inbound. Takis Taylor can't get the roll. And now Racine Park looking to move it down. Jackson Moss, the 6'7" power forward for the team, controlling the flow here. He kind of reminds me of like a Giannis type player where he could play any position and take it up the floor. Going to do elevator screen off the inbound. And Moss, no hesitation for three, just hitting it in rhythm. And make that three threes already for Racine Park out of their 13 points. 9 of their 13. Let's see if Milwaukee Juneau can hang in here tonight. Like I said, 0-6 in outside of conference play, but they are 10-1 in the Milwaukee City Gold Conference. Zari Gwynn going to slow things down at the top. I think the way they play the pressure, the kind of causes turnovers and havoc for Milwaukee Juneau. Through the drive. Oh, fast through the paint. Jamarian De Leon going through fast. And everybody on this Racine Park team has speed no matter who's on the floor. And that's what sets them apart from almost any other team so far this season. Going through, driving in. Ooh, almost a foul that time. They're not going to call it. Ooh, and it's going to go back to Juneau. A bounce pass in the paint. It's going to be a kick ball off the feet of number 1, Zari Gwynn. Number 4 checking in for Milwaukee Juneau, Jason Dennis. Duty Johnson going to get a ball. Rhythm, 3. No good. Couldn't get his footing right that time. Oh, miscommunication, but it works out anyways for Isaiah Robinson to Zari Gwynn. And Zari Gwynn's got his first 2 points of the night. We're up to 17-8 now. Jason Dennis taking it up the floor. Through contact. Ooh, got to be able to go up a little bit higher on it, but a good steal that time. And good awareness and an and one for Jaden Hardiman. Zari Gwynn's going to be called on the foul. First foul on him, 4th team foul for Racine Park. The free throw is good from number 11, Jaden Hardiman. And the deficit is down to 6 now. Dooney Johnson playing tiki-taka right now, trying to get the steal. Oh, behind the back goes Jackson Moss, kicking it outside. Cole Becker, no good. Right back into the hands of Moss. A rhythm floater, but there's a lid on the rim, and finally Jackson Moss cleans up his own board. That's just too easy for him, 6'7" frame. Racine Park doing what they do best right now, moving in the rhythm fast as Dooney Johnson can't hit the triple. It's Cole Becker in transition fast. Oh my goodness, through 2 defenders, 3 rebounds in a row. Racine Park are doing a really great job cleaning the glass, and finally, Juneau finally gets a rebound to come down. Oh, Hezzy that time from number 3, Takis Taylor. And we're going to have a substitution checking in here. Corey Collins checking in for Milwaukee Juneau for number 11, Jaden Hardiman. And for Racine Park, we got number 24, Natavian Santoya White checking in for Jackson Moss, giving the 6'7" center a breather for Casey Robbins. Got to give it up to Juneau so far. Not a lot of their non-conference games have been close. They played in a lot of great tournaments this year, whether it was a big out-of-state tournament where they played 3 teams outside of different states. I think it was Illinois, Louisiana, and Michigan where Juneau played those 3 teams, and the WBY shootout as well. Dooney Johnson, hard through contact, saying it with his chest. And Dooney Johnson, you got to get him heating up if they want to try to win the game and pull off an upset today. 6 points for Dooney Johnson and counting. Who's foul on? Four. First foul on Natavian Santoya White as he completes the 3-point play. 7 points for Dooney Johnson. 5-point game. Good defense playing up right now is Milwaukee Juneau. Don't have the fastest speed, but blocked by Dooney Johnson and Collins that time. Johnson looking to push it fast, and his teammate Jason Dennis not on the same page as him, and he says, "That's all right. That's on me." Some more substitutions getting ready for Racine Park. Jackson Moss getting ready to check back in. Isaiah Robinson, good defense that time from Jason Dennis. As Moss is going to check back in for 24, Natavian Santoya White. 9:11 left here to go in the first half. Number 1, Racine Park with the lead 19-14. Good pump fake that time on the drive. A little flyby look, and he makes him pay for Cole Becker, his first 2 of the night. Dooney Johnson, this is the superstar matchup we're watching today at this event. Isaiah Robinson trying to lock up Dooney. Dooney going through, and he gets some help from Cole Becker. Park has numbers here. They're going to move it fast in transition. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound, though. They've been killing them in the paint today with offensive rebounds and a putback. And it'll send Juwan Eastland to the line. Jackson Moss will go line. Corey Collins will be called on the foul for Milwaukee Juneau. Foul was on number 5, Corey Collins. Head coach Aaron Spearing just confirming it as Jackson Moss hits the pair of 2 free throws. Now Jason Dennis will take it up the floor. Isaiah Robinson, that's what he does best. Gets 3 to 4 steals a game. Almost got him that time on the cookie jar. Good job preventing the screen that time as a double team comes, and they're going to make him pay off of it. Good recovery, though, to Hardiman, and it's going to be a foul. I think they're going to call that on Jackson Moss. 5th team foul on Racine Park, first for Jackson Moss as 21, Jacob Freeman going to check in for 11, Juwan Eastland. Outside on the drive, going through contact, great defense and a block from Jackson Moss. They got numbers. It's a 3-on-1 in transition if they hurry. Moss in transition, rhythm 3, good. It's one of those shooting practice moves. It looks like one of those 3-man weave type situations where you trying to go fast and they get another steal right here. They're going to look to run and go on a 5-0 run quick, or maybe even 6. Cole Becker over to Isaiah Robinson. Pump fake on the drive. What a no-look bounce pass outside. Great ball movement around the world. Not good that time for Isaiah Robinson. Takis Taylor up the floor trying to get a screen from his right, Corey Collins. Face guarding him on defense and pointing the other way on a big defensive stop that time was Jamarian De Leon. Turnovers have been a killer so far lately in the first half for Milwaukee Juneau. Isaiah Robinson. He's got 5 points on the night so far. Gonna drive and spin, looking like a ballerina with the layup for Isaiah Robinson, and the momentum shifting. Aaron Spearing gonna call a full timeout. Racine Park on a 7-0 run. More high school basketball coming your way from the Deer District Prep Showcase on Zaleski Sports.
Full timeout, full timeout.
We were born for this. Game time, frame of mind, got you on defense. I can't wait, no bench, never on the fence. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen.
Are you ready to be immersed in the magic of Disney? To be transported into worlds of wonder? To create memories that will last a lifetime? Disney on Ice presents Into the Magic, coming soon to your hometown. Get tickets now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm waving here from Mike Wendland here, 6:59 left to go in the first half. Racine Park leads over Milwaukee Juneau #1. A big 7-0 run from Racine Park, and they're just showing their defensive tenacity here. This is a great event ran here with sports event to this event. This has been a really fun thing to be a part of here. Game 3 of 5 here from the I almost said WBY shootout from the Deer District Prep Showcase here, and Racine Park really putting on a show here early on. Taking up the floor here, Racine Park playing a little bit of press right now. Jason Dennis will take it up the floor. Dooney Johnson, they got to really get himself going. I know he just hit 1,000 points, 7 points, but they got to try to get some other guys as well involved in this offense to close the gap. And there's another almost steal that time. Jackson Moss clapping his hands. He's like, let's go. I'm on that. Dooney Johnson on the drive. Step back, midi. No good. Jacob Freeman going to feed it over around the world. Betker almost gets the N1. Are they going to call that on the shot? Yes, they are. Or will they? Yep. Foul's going to be on number 23, Sean Blaine Trotter. It's going to be an on-the-ground foul. The refs called it. Blaine Trotter will check out the game with 2 fouls. 14 fouls as on the inbound, Moss can't get the roll to go. And ball's going to go back to Milwaukee Juneau, as it was right off on the fight that time from De Leon. Like how both teams, whenever they make a big mistake or something, they don't look at the other person that could have been responsible for it, taking accountability. That's just great teamwork and chemistry right there. Dooney Johnson to the top of the key. Mid-range jumper. No good. Isaiah Robinson trying to be shifty on a tight Jason Dennis on defense. Spinning around. And kick it outside. Jackson Moss on the drive. Through contact. Jackson Moss! Oh! Almost says it's showtime. But the putback that time. And the offensive rebounds have just been racking up in this first half. Jacob Freeman on the bucket that time to clean it up. Jackson Moss almost took the roof off this place as a mid-range jumper and one for Dooney Johnson over him. 9 points on Dooney Johnson. Checking in for Milwaukee Juneau, number 2 and number 3, Marion Davis and Takis Taylor. Back in. Number 11, Jawan Eastland, going to be called on the foul, and I think they're going to call a lane violation on Milwaukee Juneau. Isaiah Robinson from the top. 30-16 lead with 5:15 left to go in the first half. A couple more great games on the network today on Zaleski Sports. 2 more make it from Fiserv Forum. As Jackson Moss gets troubled in the paint that time, it's going to be a foul. I think a little bit of a reach that time on 3. Takis Taylor. Takis Taylor commits his first foul, 15 foul for Juneau. 2 more fouls and then the bonus. Jacob Freeman. Going to drive through contact with the right hand. Can't get the roll. Takis Taylor in a great defensive stance right now is 21 Freeman. Ooh, almost stole it from the back as mid-range jumper no good from Dooney. He gets his own rebound and tries to clean up his own miss. Can't get the second effort to go off the backboard. And now Isaiah Robinson going to take it up. And they just like to move the ball fast. 3 passes around. A little bit of a too fast look that time, but they're up by 14, so it's not the worst thing ever. Double team coming. Oh, but shifty. As Dooney Johnson found wide open in the right corner. True. Dooney Johnson, 12 points in the game so far for a guy that averages 24 points per game. 1,000 career points. I've said that many times. It's unbelievable to think as a sophomore. Ooh, that was a travel that time. Yep. Can't pump fake it and come back with the ball on a jump. That time, a little bit of a mistake that time from Jamari De Leon. A 30-second timeout for head coach Casey Robbins. We'll take a game break as well with you. 30-19, Park leads over Juneau. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank, real people, real conversations.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vingsalata with you in the third game. Third of 3 of 5 games here from the Deer District Prep Showcase on Zaleski Sports. Thank you guys for joining us all day so far here. Got 2 more games after this. From the top of my head, Spash against Sun Prairie East at 4 p.m. and at 6 p.m. we close that out with a big Milwaukee thriller. Nicolay against Kettle Moraine. A 3-point shot in rhythm, no good. That was a good look that time, wide open. But this is what Park's been doing well. They got numbers. 2-on-1 fast break here. Isaiah Robinson going a little bit too fast. And you got Dooney Johnson on a fast break here. A double team coming on him. Spin cycle, no good, but an offensive rebound right there from Jason Dennis. Out to the top of the key, Dooney Johnson. Can't get to go. Another offensive rebound for Juneau, though, over 6'7". Jackson Moss goes. Corey Collins. His first 2 of the night. So now the lead cut down to 9. It was at 14. A 5-0 run from Milwaukee Juneau as of late. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Cole Becker getting a deflection off the off-ball screen as a floater that time can't go off the glass, and a rebound by Dooney Johnson. Here goes Milwaukee Juneau, a 5-0 run and counting. Good move in the paint. Euro step. Giannis would have been proud, but he couldn't finish it that time. The signature Giannis type move, if you will. Isaiah Robinson fast on the other end in the corner. 10 points for Zay. Their leading scorer on the night, Jackson Moss and Isaiah Robinson, the dynamic duo with 20 of the 33 points for Park. They have just been a powerhouse all year, Racine Park has been. Dooney Johnson trying to respond right back at you. No good. Gets his own miss. Going to drive in through contact. Trying to find a guy, and they're going to call travel here. Too many pivot steps that time to the point where he took 3 pivots. But that's on his teammates that time for not getting open, but even better defense, like I said, from Racine Park. That's something that you see a lot. Racine Park in a really tough sectional. My likely pick right now would be them and Greenfield in the sectional final. Jackson Moss steps back on a mid-range jumper. No good, but another offensive rebound out of bounds. It'll stick with Park. Gonna do the elevator screen play again to Cole Betker. And he gets double teamed and met by a couple navy blue jerseys. Oh my gosh, making his man fall is Isaiah Robinson, but the putback is good. So a couple big moves for Racine Park and Milwaukee Juneau. They just can't get to go on the right look, but they get the cleanups. Put him on ice skates that time. On the drive, through the contact, and he gets fouled by Cole Betker. His first foul, 17th foul, and keep in mind Racine Park, or Milwaukee Juneau is over the limit now. The rest of the way, 1:17 left to go. If I were Milwaukee Juneau, I'd keep this lead within 20 right now and try to close the gap by pressing in the second half. First free throw no good from Takis Taylor. Jaden Hardman going to check back in for Juneau for Marion Davis.
It's definitely not done growing either.
Second free throw is good from Takis Taylor. 5 points for him on the night, and it's a 13-point game. Moss going to get stolen that time on the pass in the fast break, and just losing his handle in transition is Corey Collins. The ball will stick. Well, actually, it will go back to Park. Costly turnovers for Milwaukee Juneau has been the reason why they're trailing by a lot in this one, and the fast break opportunities off turnovers for Racine Park has been the big reason why they're winning this game. They win today. This would be win number 17th win in a row for them. Good defense that time on the off ball, and the ball's going to go right back to Racine Park now. Closing in on the end of the first half here in game number 3 of 5 from the Deer District Prep Showcase. Moss in the paint, good find from Jawan Eastland, and Jackson Moss up to 12 points now. Dooney Johnson, the double team coming on him, they sense it. And just able to recover that time, and that's going to be a charging foul that time. Feet were set that time from number 3, Takis Taylor. Ball's going to go right back to Racine Park. Isaiah Robinson from the top, 30 seconds left in the half. Maybe they'll hold it for the last shot here, up by 15. And a little bit of a crossover. Moss behind the back, gets stolen, and cookies picked out of the jar by Takis Taylor. Taylor looking to run, lobbing off the glass. Oh, almost showtime again as, Rashawn Dennis can't finish the layup. We try to do a little bit of a LeBron D. Wade action. I know some Bucks fans remember that from the Bradley Center days. Throw it off the glass and put his arms out and try to lob it. But I don't think that's a smart decision when you're down by 15. But when you're playing in the NBA arena, it is pretty fun to try to do those things. Yeah, at least try and attempt to. Heading the line for Racine Park is Jawan Eastland. Got 2 points on the night. Knocks first one down. Both free throws good from Jawan Eastland. So 8 seconds left. Let's see what Juneau can run up the floor here with 5 seconds left. Does Dooney Johnson have a Dame time buzzer beater in him like we saw that first game from Kohler, a three-point shot at the buzzer. No good for Takis Taylor, and that'll take us to the half. Number 1, Racine Park leads 39-22 on Milwaukee Juneau. It's been a thriller in the first half for especially Racine Park, and we got a lot of great talent. And we'll head to the halftime break here on Zaleski Sports. More coming up after this.
Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Nate Bargatze.
It's a lot to have 2 dogs, because you gotta open the back door and let 2 dogs out.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Fiserv Forum, July 24th and 25th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Back, but no commentary.
Give it up one more time for Milwaukee Juneau varsity cheerleaders. Take a look up at Bucks TV and check out today's Whisper Challenge.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vincelada with you here. 39-22, number 1 Racine Park leads on Milwaukee Juneau, as we just saw the Milwaukee Juneau girls dance team in the first half here, as it's been a really big thriller in this first half. Scoring here for Racine Park, we'll start with them first. Leading the way for them is senior Jackson Moss with 12 points. He's 6'7", so he's using his size really well today. Isaiah Robinson, his Batman to his Robin right there with 10 points. Well, 10 points for him, 6 points for Cam Becker, 4 for Jamarian De Leon, 2 for Cole Becker, Jawan Eastland, and Zari Gwynn, and 2 as well for Jacob Freeman. But you got to give it up with Casey Robbins' team. Almost everybody that's touched the floor for them. Let's see, I need to do a count real quick. 7 of their 10 players that have touched the floor today have scored. So you got to love what you're seeing from Casey Robbins here in that first half. But on the other end for Milwaukee Juneau, for Aaron Spearing's team, we saw number 1 guard Dooney Johnson with 12 points in that first half, reaching over 1,000 career points as a sophomore. Congratulations to him on a big accomplishment. 5 points for Takis Taylor, 2 for Corey Collins, and 3 for Jaden Hardiman. But that's pretty much been it for that first half. Racine Park, they're doing what they've always been doing on this big win streak, getting those deflections, getting those stops, and moving in fast break transition. But we'll come back after this. We'll take another couple-minute game break here. More high school basketball in second half coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at madeacustom.com.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bull riders, 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time. Milwaukee, get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Born for this game time, frame of mind got you on defense. I can't wait, no blinks, never on the fence. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vinks-Lada here on Zaleski Sports for the third game of 5 games from the Deer District Prep Showcase here. We're displaying a lot of high school basketball today here. We brought a really big camera crew today. It's a high-class game today. Games all around. We got some more great basketball coming your way. We've got a thriller here starting off with Racine Park and Milwaukee Juneau Park, leading 39-22 as you see on the scoreboard. But coming up after this, Mike Wendlandt will be on the call for Spash against Sun Prairie East. You get to see the 40 points in Chris Davis Jr. on average, one of the leading scorers in the state. I believe he's also a Mr. Basketball Player of the Year candidate as well. That's at 4 p.m. after this one, and then at 6 p.m. Jason Zaleski will take the mic and call Nicolay against Kettle Moraine. That's going to be a really great game. 2 amazing coaches in Brian Rickard on Kettle Moraine and on Nicolay. I'm blanking out on his name. Terrence Smith. That's his name. That's going to be a really great game tonight, and we're just excited that we brought some really good prep hoops for you guys today. 39-22, Racine Park leads. You want me? Should I stay? Should I stay on for a while? All right, we'll stay here. Recap the half a little bit more if you're just joining us. Milwaukee Juneau, Dooney Johnson with 12 points, 5 points for Takis Taylor, 2 for Corey Collins, and 3 for Jaden Hardman for Aaron Spearing's team. And for Racine Park, led by Casey Robbins, 12 points for Jackson Moss, 10 for Isaiah Robinson, 5 for Cam Betker, 2 for Cole Becker, 4 for Jamarian De Leon, 2 for Zari Gwynn, 2 for Jawan Eastland, and 2 for Jacob Freeman. A lot of scoring all around, like I said, for Racine Park. 7 guys getting involved in the scoring. That's just what you like to see from a team like Racine Park that's won 16 straight games. I'm going to pull up on WIS Sports right now, their schedule. And I tell you, they beat some really good teams this year after they lost to Racine St. Catharines to open it up. And that game they lost to Racine St. Catharines was in overtime as well at the Racine Case Thanksgiving Shootout. You could actually go back and see their one and only loss back in November. Back to commercial. All right, we'll take a game break here, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second half coming up after this on Zaleski Sports.
Are you ready to be immersed in the magic of Disney? To be transported into worlds of wonder? To create memories that will last a lifetime? Disney on Ice presents Into the Magic, coming soon to your hometown. Get tickets now.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, we're getting set to start the second half here. Milwaukee Juneau just coming out of the locker room right before we begin the second half. Elijah Manxalata here with you for the third out of 5 games here on Zaleski Sports. I would imagine Aaron Spearing telling the guys we got to be able to press here in the second half to try to close the gap. I think it starts off with cutting that lead down to 10 and got to really try to get some steals here. Racine Park has owned you on the turnover board today.
Need him?
Starting 5 for Aaron Spearing's team. Aaron Spearing with a fresh fit today in the suit. Looking fresh as always.
No, 4 for 13. Okay, thank you.
So Racine Park will start off the ball. They didn't win the tip-off, so they get the ball to start here in the second half. And expect them to continue to get some high-flying steals and fast break transition buckets. Betker on the fake over his brother. That's going to airball at that time. A little bit of a rhythm, get ready shot right there for them. Mid-range shot is true that time from number 3, Takis Taylor. He gets a scoring started here in the second half on our third out of 5 games on the network today. Jackson Moss, and feed over to Betker. Oh, Cole Betker on the drive. Moss gonna go up with it strong, can't get the roll to go, but another offensive rebound for Park and bodies falling all over the ground. And then call number 23 on Juneau on the foul that time, Sean Blaine Trotter. It's gonna be his 3rd foul. Park on the inbound here. Moss, the leading scorer, like I said earlier. Him and Isaiah Robinson are like a Damon Giannis type duo. In the house that both of those players play in. Oh, contested 3 for Moss. I don't think that was the right shot that time. I think he was just trying to draw the foul. There was a double team on him that time. A 3-point shot for Dooney Johnson. That's no good. And a good recovery right there from Jaden Hardman. Dooney Johnson signaling for the post-up. He's going to get it on a bounce pass from Takis Taylor. Gonna, go up on him. No offensive foul called. Trying to sell a little bit that time on the screen from Isaiah Robinson. And going fast in transition. Oh, can't get the bounce, but an offensive rebound really making them pay as Racine Park has been dominant all night on the offensive and defensive boards on the glass. Looking a little bit like the Milwaukee Bucks, Milwaukee Juneau with rebounds tonight so far. Not a strong defensive rebounded and offensive rebounding team. Zari Gwynn is at the line. Second free throw is good. First 2 points of the second half belong to Zari Gwynn. On the drive, almost with the steal that time, and there's a step back. Trey, some of these shots, just feels like some of the players are trying to go beyond what the high school line is and try to shoot an NBA 3 because they still have that out. don't think it's really time to really show out here, but gotta try to get the points you can and on the right looks before you do some of that. Cole Becker gonna pass it to his older brother Cam. No miscommunication that time from Moss and Cam Becker. Ball's gonna go right back to Juneau. Lowest scoring game for Milwaukee Juneau as well. The defense has been racked up in the second half. In the paint. Ooh. I think they're going to call a jump ball there. Yep. Possession error goes to Milwaukee Juneau for now. It'll stick with them. From the top of the key. Go all the way through to coast. Jason Dennis. His first 2 points of the night. Milwaukee Juneau, they do need to get some stops, but they're not playing the press just yet. They want to allow Park to get in a fast break look as they know that's what they do best. As Jackson Moss able to clean up the miss, but won't be able to get up the shot as that time. Good read on the steal. And a foul by Jackson Moss. Tonight's game sponsored by Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm's President's Day sale is going on right now and in-store and online. Shop deals on comfortable couches and mattresses or sturdy storage options like dressers and cabinets. Pick out your favorites and save during the President's Day sale at Fleet Farm. Jason Dennis will take it up the floor. They got to be able to cut it to 10, I would say, before that 10-minute mark if they want to try to be within striking distance of a chance to win here. And this time, an offensive foul called on Dooney Johnson. Good with the feet set. No call last time from Isaiah Robinson. This time he gets the call, and Dooney Johnson will be called for his second foul. 3 fouls on Dooney Johnson make that actually. Oh, what a find in the paint. They've just been moving the ball great all night on Racine Park. Oh, spin move a little bit too much as Isaiah Robinson. Good recovery by Dooney Johnson. A find in the paint to Corey Collins and an easy bucket. Lead down to 13 now. But like I said, Racine Park and their 16-game win streak have beat amazing teams this year, whether it's Waterford, McWanago, Franklin, Racine Case, Greenfield, Oak Creek, even Brookfield East. Racine Lutheran as well as a 3-point shot is good from Zari Gwynn. And a steal that time. Isaiah Robinson, look at him fight for the ball. Cam Becker in the paint. Oh, gets his own miss. No, it's going to go back to Milwaukee Juneau, and here we go. Starting to go a little bit fast now as I think we got an injury on the floor right now. Good sportsmanship from Jackson Moss, though, to try to help out Dooney Johnson. Foul's going to be on number 3, Jamarian De Leon. As Dooney Johnson still down on the floor right now with number 4, Cam Becker, or not Cam Becker, Jason Dennis getting ready to go to the line. But that's the big thing right now for Milwaukee Juneau. We want to take a commercial real quick. Yep, we'll take a 30-second or a minute game break, or 30-second game break right now.
Are you ready to be immersed in the magic of Disney? To be transported into worlds of wonder? To create memories that will last a lifetime? Disney on Ice presents Into the Magic, coming soon to your hometown. Get tickets now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, a scary injury before that timeout by Dooney Johnson. He got up on his own power. As we're going right away, catching him sleeping that time is Zari Gwynn. 7 points in the second half for him with his 9 points on the night. Corey Collins can't get the mid-range to go. And spinning as Jackson Moss almost got the steal that time was Jason Davis. As the mid-range on the other end rims out. Didn't get the lucky Kawhi Leonard bounce from Zari Gwynn. Good find in the paint, good ball movement just like that. Off glass goes Collins from Hardman. 4 points in the second half for Corey Collins. Ooh, trying to draw the foul that time is Isaiah Robinson, but he can't finish it. Dooney Johnson looks like he'll be all right. He'll check back in as well as number 13, Raylan Jones. Robinson looking to go fast, pushing the tempo, going up. Ooh, almost gets the N1. I think they're going to call that on the shot too, so he'll get some free throws. Foul's going to be on number 2, Marion Davis. Robinson will head to the line. 10 points on the night. He hasn't scored yet in the second half. Substitutions checking in, like I said. Dooney Johnson and Raylan Jones. I think Dooney Johnson, it looked like he took a hard shot to the face from up close. Thank goodness he'll be all right. The superstar for this Milwaukee Juneau team. I think in a couple years you got to remember his name to be a potential Mr. Basketball Candidate of the Year.
Or it's like a last episode.
Takis Taylor over to Dooney Johnson. Dooney Johnson with the floater, can't finish it. It's going to go right back to Racine Park now. Spinning outside to Jackson Moss, and they're going to say he walked with it, picked up his dribble and kind of saw it. Casey Robbins looking to be the leading front runner for Southeast Conference Head Coach of the Year. Talk about how he's turned that program around from bottom to the top. Their one and only loss, like I've said many times today, was against Racine St. Catharines and Lamont Hamilton Jr., led by them, but it has been something special that Coach Robbins has put together for the Park Panthers this season. It's been a joy to watch them, too, as well in the Southeast Conference. Oh, good job that time on the layup. Takis Taylor going through contact like it was nothing. He's got 4 in the second half now. He's got, and to go along with this 2 in that first half to make it 6. In the paint goes Zari Gwynn, gets blocked at the rim, but they're going to call a foul. Not sure if he got he might have got a little bit of hand on that, but it was pretty close. They're going to call the foul on number 2, 17. Free throw number 1 is good from Zari Gwynn. The 2 big stars for Racine Park in this game tonight haven't really been turning up in that second half, but Zari Gwynn has been the story in that second half for Park. 9 of their 11 points have come from him in this second half to keep Park up by 18. Zari Gwynn, a sophomore as well, so he'll be a big part of the future for Casey Robbins. Feeding around the right side. Double team coming in, a good trap. It's just bread and butter for Racine Park when they get a double team and get a steal. As Zari Gwynn looking to stay hot, and he does, almost gets the roll, but he gets doesn't get his offensive rebound. And Juneau looking to run just a little bit too fast. Isaiah Robinson, bounce pass in the paint. They're going to say he walked with it. Double dribble that time. Looked like he was trying to make up his mind. He had an alley-oop opportunity potentially with that 6'7" Jackson Moss. Takis Taylor. Over to Dooney Johnson. Johnson with the mid-range. Money. 14 points for Dooney now. It looks like he's all right. I think they just needed to give him a quick second here. I think he might have got poked in the face on that last time. As Jackson Moss can't get his layup to go. A cold start to the second half for him. As Casey Robbins is going to call timeout with just about 10 minutes left to go in the game. We'll have more high school basketball coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bull riders, 8 seconds can make them a champion or nothing. It's bull time. Milwaukee, get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 9:59 left to go in the game, 50-34. Number 1 Racine Park leads on Milwaukee Juneau in the 3rd out of 5 games on our network today from this event, the Deer District Prep Showcase. We've had a really great 3 games early on. Hortonville defeated Oconomowoc in our second game. In that first game, a big game winner. I forget who it was for Kohler, but it was a fadeaway game winner. You could go back and watch that one. He called Dame time for the win on that first game. But we've had a lot of great actions all day long today here. And same here in this one with Racine Park with their tenacious defense. Oh, good putback that time. The rebounds have been a big story for their team today as Jamarian De Leon cleans it like it's a vacuum off the glass. Johnson going to pull the trigger from deep. That's money. Dooney Johnson starting to heat up at the right time for Milwaukee Juneau. He's got 5 in the second half to go with the 17 on the night. He just hit 1,000 career points today when he hit 3 points on a free throw in that first half. Good defense that time on the miss. Juneau has numbers, a 2-on-1 fast break. Now they're going to slow it down. Dooney Johnson, heat check. No good. That was a good look, though. Oh. Stepping out of bounds that time is 13, Raylan Jones. Milwaukee Juneau in their last stretch of games have been hot as of late. They won 6 of their last 7 games, with their last game coming to a loss against Carmen Northwest. It was their first conference loss of the season. Isaiah Robinson kick out. Cole Betker for 3, no good. Moss, the 6'7" frame, just cleaning up the glass like a vacuum again. And the lead, the deficit all the way up to, are they going to count that? Going to be a technical foul on Racine Park. I think it might be on their bench. A little bit of words exchanged. It'll send Takis Taylor to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. First one's good. 2. That was Isaiah Robinson on the tech. Takis Taylor goes 2 for 2 on the technical free throws. Bet you there was just some words exchanged that the refs didn't like. Got to have the good sportsmanship, obviously. Now they're going to set up more at half court. Right behind Sean Blaine Trotter is where the ESPN table set up tomorrow for the Milwaukee Bucks for 76ers game on ABC, as Dooney Johnson pulls another 3. Try to get another heat check going, but it's going to stick with Juneau. It'll be Hubie Brown's last game ever in the NBA calling it. You might wonder, some fans might wonder, why is he calling his last game in Milwaukee? He used to be an assistant for the Milwaukee Bucks back when. And they just want to honor him tomorrow for the final time on ESPN. One of the all-time broadcasters, as the ball's going to go back to Park on a good defensive stop. 8:24 left to go in the game for Kobe, as Zari Gwynn will take it up the floor. So I'm kind of tied right now if Racine Park wins, who I want to pick for Highlight House Player of the Game. A lot of great players that have played good tonight. Might just have to let head coach Casey Robbins pick in a way. But they got to hold on to this one first. Still 8:09 left to go in the game. They're up by 15. But the offense gone a little bit cold as of late. Jason Dennis going to feed over Dooney Johnson. Takis Taylor now going to fake the screen and go the opposite way and makes him pay. Jason Dennis with 4 points on the night now. And now Jackson Moss up the floor. Tight for sight right now with him and Dooney Johnson. A bounce pass in the paint. Zari Gwynn back to Moss. Cole Becker, and the ball movement has been sharp here in the second half. Robinson gets fouled as he goes up. Post call that time. They're going to call that on Marion Davis, number 2. So Isaiah Robinson will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw good from Isaiah Robinson. Today is a great day to get to play in your next Milwaukee Bucks 5-serve experience. Go to bucks.com for single game tickets, partial plans, group opportunities, and premium experiences. Get your tickets now at bucks.com. For me, being a student in college, we get the student discount. So if you're a student in college watching this in the area, feel free to take advantage. You just need your student email to sign up for that. A 3-point shot on the other end is good. Money for Takis Taylor. Lead down to 13 now. It was once a 19-point game. What a bounce pass in the paint to Gwynn. And it'll go back to Milwaukee Juneau. Slowly but surely, they're kind of closing the gap a little bit. In the paint, on the drive, loses the handle, and it's going to stick with Juneau on the inbound as Jawan Eastland's going to check in for Cole Becker.
Give him the ball. Give him the ball.
Mid-range jumper is good for Dooney Johnson. He started to hit a rhythm in the second half. 17 points, or 19 points, and it's going to stick with Park. The deficit down to 11 now. A quick 7-0 run from Juneau. Uh-oh, loses the ball. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stick with Racine Park. It almost looked like for a second there, I almost thought that was going to go back to Milwaukee Juneau. It looked like for a second he just threw it out of bounds from this angle, courtside. Back outside, step back jumper. That's a little bit of a push off, and the momentum is shifting the way of Milwaukee Juneau now. Trying to get in their head a little bit here. Zari Gwynn's going to be called for the offensive foul. And now Milwaukee Juneau has a chance to cut this lead to single digits for the first time in a while. It's kind of sensed that momentum shifting. Cam Becker getting ready to check back in. Takis Tyler in the paint. Dooney Johnson gets fouled as he goes up, and he's going to get a chance to get a couple free throws here as he's just caught fire a little bit in the second half. Fourth foul on Racine Park. Dooney Johnson rims in the first free throw. 20 points on the night for him. Hit the 1,000-point career mark as a sophomore, and that's why I said in a couple of years this kid's going to be something in college once he gets there. I just think he's going to keep improving. Very shifty player as he misses the second free throw, and a strong rebound that time from Jackson Moss. Isaiah Robinson will slow it down from the top. Gonna be a foul called on Juneau. Sean Blaine Trotter. Oh no, for Jason Dennis will be called on the foul. 19th foul on Milwaukee Juneau. Third on him as Isaiah Robinson will head to the line for a pair. Robinson quiet in the second half, the leading scorer, and he misses the first free throw, but a big rebound. No, it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go right back to Juneau. Went off the legs that time of Jackson Moss. Juneau done a great job on defense, holding Park scoreless for a while. Dooney Johnson in the paint. Gonna step back. 20 points, an NBA range three, falling away. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play that time. We call it a 3-point foul, and the Racine Park faithful can't agree with that one. We got a large crowd filed in now, as Dooney Johnson, if he can make all 3 free throws, can cut this lead down to 7. Went 1 for 2 at the line the last time out. Gets first one. Second one, money. 10 points in the second half right now for Dooney Johnson. 22 points after he went down with that injury. He hasn't looked back, and he started to take this game over a little bit. And he does just that. He goes 3 for 3 to put the Pioneers within 7. And the Milwaukee Juneau faithful starting to make some noise now. Uh-oh, almost a steal that time. They got numbers, a 2-on-1 fast break, and a fast break layup that time from Jamarian De Leon. So the lead back up to 9 now, but Juneau wants to go fast just like what Park has done. Gonna try to fake it and kick it outside. They're gonna call it a travel. And just like that, Racine Park right back at you. A couple of big turnovers, couple of buckets. Can put them right back up double digits once again. Juneau is definitely making this game interesting. Jackson Moss, they got to get him going late if they want to hold on. He hasn't scored yet in the second half. Had 12 in that first to lead the way, but the shot is blocked by Dooney Johnson. And they're going to feed it away fast. They got numbers that they hurry once again. Outside of the right corner. Ooh, thought about the 3. On the drive. Euro step. Up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. That time from Takis Taylor. Well, tacky that time. As a fast break, Aaron Rodgers pass from Isaiah Robinson to set up his guy, and the momentum shifting right back to Racine Park. An 11-point lead, Jawan Eastland. We'll take another game break here. A thrilling finish coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, an 11-point lead for number 1 Racine Park in our third of 5 games on the network today from the Deer District Prep Showcase. It's been an honor today. Elijah Vanksalata with you on the floor with our whole Zaleski Sports crew, working the NBA type style broadcast. Multiple cameras on the floor, up top. Want to make this an authentic experience for everyone to remember, especially for the people that are tuning in from home. Both of these teams today coming from relatively the same area, Racine County and Milwaukee, just down the street from Milwaukee, Juneau to get here. Oh, good spin move right at that time from Jason Dennis. They kick it outside. Dooney Johnson, you're not going to get the pass. Robinson quickly down the court. He can get down there like the Flash, and he just did. Moss going to get it up. Shot blocked by Dooney Johnson. Good recovery. Reminded me a little bit of the LeBron block in the Game 7 of the NBA Finals in 2016. But they just cannot buy a bucket after getting the stops. Juneau had the lead all the way down to 7, but Park responded on a 4-0 run with a couple of defensive deflections and stops. And a couple baskets can easily put this one away. They're going to call foul. 23 on White. That's going to be Emmanuel Lewis on the foul. Or no, pardon me. It's on Milwaukee Juneau. Sean Blaine trotted the ref said White, so I thought it was Racine Park. First free throw off the front rim, no good from De Leon. Upcoming schedule first for Racine Park. They got, actually let's do Milwaukee Juneau first. They only got 3 more games left after this. They'll host Kenosha St. Joe's, and then they'll head to Franklin to play the Sabres. And the Franklin FPS shootout as Isaiah Robinson gets another steal. Cam Betker for 3, pure! Cam Betker, a 7-0 run for Racine Park, and the lead up to 14. It went from 7 to 14, and it's doubled now. A timeout called by Milwaukee Juneau. Victory is starting to be felt for Racine Park. We'll take another game break here on Zaleski Sports.
It's a lot to have 2 dogs, because you got to open the back door and let 2 dogs out.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour, Fiserv Forum, July 24th and 25th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, 3:21 left to go in the game, 63-49. Number 1 Racine Park leads on Milwaukee Juneau. After this game, stay tuned with us here for the Deer District Prep Showcase. We got 2 amazing games to show for you guys, starting with Sun Prairie East against Stevens Point. And at 6 p.m., we got Nicolet against Kettle Moraine to finish us off here on an amazing day of high school hoops on the network. Dooney Johnson trying to move the ball around now. They got to score kind of in a hurry now. They cut the lead down to 7, and that lead doubled. A 3-point shot from NBA range, no good from Takis Tyler. And fighting going. Yeah, you got to hold them back a little bit here. And number 3 that time, Jamarian De Leon, the refs chipping in that time, and things getting a little bit chippy on both ends now. Had some worst exchange to Dooney Johnson, and Johnson furious right now. Let's see what the refs do here. I need to see this. You know, listen in to the refs' conversation because that was something. Think almost a punch might have almost been exchanged. I don't know. I think. Oh, Mike Wendling got that one on replay. That was crazy. And it looked like it was Dooney Johnson and Jawan Eastland looking back on the replay that had that fight, kind of exchanging words. Fifth foul on. So the official call from the ref was a technical foul on Dooney Johnson and number 3 on Racine Park, Jamarian De Leon. They had to be separated, and there was a personal foul before the fight started on Sean Blaine Trotter. That's his 5th foul, so he's done out of the game. So both teams will go to the line to shoot 2 technical free throws, and then I believe Juneau will also get, I think Juneau will actually get 4 free throws because of another foul that was, or actually Park will get 4 free throws, I should say. Well, this is madness here in the 3rd game on the network. Don't see fights too often in high school sports, but when you're playing on the biggest stage, a lot of players know what's at stake to show out. Three minutes left here to go at the end of this one, and we will take a quick game break before we begin our Nasonville Dairy post-game show with the winning player and team from the scores table, as the second one rims in for Jamarian De Leon. I don't think they're going to do technicals. I think they just offset if it was on both teams. So I take that back about the free throws. Sometimes I even forget the rules. It's just like NBA. Whenever a team gets 2 technicals, one on each team, it's just offsets. One more technical, though, for both. Dooney Johnson could get him out the game, as the three-point shot is good from Jason Davis. 7 points for him on the night. Lead down to 12. Got to try to get some steals here. Ooh, Dooney Johnson, we're almost right to the scores table, right to us. But Cam Becker, they're just going to spread it around now, try to find the open shot. There's no shot clock here. They could use it if they really wanted to, but not a rule in the WIAA. Jackson Moss in the paint. Good ball moving around. You can tell Racine Park really practices this in practice, where they move the ball around, and it's like clean passes as well. It's not just anything. It's a double team as a timeout called from Casey Robbins. We're going to do number 1. Zari Gwynn. So we'll stay here. Stay here. Or? Stay here. So 1:56 left here to go. If Racine Park were to hold on, we're gonna have Zari Gwynn on. He was on a heater in the second half to lead the scorers, and we'll also interview head coach Casey Robbins if they win. But vice versa, if Milwaukee Juneau can pull off a miracle. So Racine Park will get the ball from their own sideline. All they really have to do at this point of the game is move the ball around. Zay Robinson going to get double teamed at half court, almost back court. Staying on his feet that time. Good pass in the paint, going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stick with Park. Once again, after this game, we have 2 more games on different streams, but stay with us from 4 to 8 p.m. around roughly for 4 more great teams on the network with Spash and Sun Prairie East and Nicolay and Kedem Rain at 6 p.m. Fouls called that time. Going to be on number 4, Jason Davis. It's going to be his 4th. 10th team foul, so Racine Park will go to the line to shoot in the double bonus. First one's good. Cole Becker at the line. Goes 2 for 2. And the lead back up to 14 now for Park. Oh, lob that time, almost dunking it was Jaden Hardman, almost going hard on the rim. Oh, and a steal that time from Dooney Johnson on Isaiah Robinson. He'll pull up in transition for 3 and almost goes behind the backboard. And Racine Park, all they really have to do now is kind of slow things down with a minute left to go. Jackson Moss thought about it, looked like for a second to drive in and possibly showtime it for the dagger. And they'll hold it with 1 minute left. And Parks, Juneau says, we're going to play to the final whistle. We're playing at the Bucks Arena, and they get another chance. Good layup that time from Jason Davis. He's up to 9 points in the second half, all of them coming then with 48.4. Still playing the press game. Cam Becker going to inbound it to Jawan Eastland. And Cole Becker almost right to us on the fouls, getting worried for a sec that they're going to fall over the scores table. That's my biggest worry on a day like this, to try to have someone fall over here. But Cole Becker will go to the line to shoot 2. So once again, if Racine Park wins, we'll be doing our Nasonville Dairy post-game show with Zari Gwynn, number 1. I could have chosen a lot of different players, but Casey Robbins has got the players that have really spread out the scoring today, and it's definitely been a great sight to see if you're head coach as Cole hits the first.
So this whole time I've been like, what is he wearing? Yeah. But they got a Nike silhouette on them.
Goes 2 for 2 on the pair, 68-54 now.
I'm looking at everybody's shoes and I'm like, I don't know what he got on. First I thought they was Pumas, but I see like the Nike silhouette.
Dooney Johnson, 1 more 3, no good. And Jackson Moss pulls down the rebound.
Oh, he got on books?
And he'll get fouled by Dooney Johnson again. He's got to be coming pretty close. I think that might be his 5th foul, yep. And the Racine Park faithful letting him hear it as he fouls out of the game.
That's why I said like they have the support.
Got to put another guy in the game. That's the end of the day for sophomore phenom Dooney Johnson. Wow. It's like a mix of ovations and bye-bye cheers here. Someone in the background even singing the NSYNC song, Bye Bye Bye. As Jackson Moss heads to the line for 2. That's his first point of the second half. Both free throws are good. Now taking up the floor for probably one last possession, driving in, going up with it, can't get it to go. Racine Park, they're going to try to have him dunk it here. No, they're going to steal the ball with 10 seconds left. And another foul called. Been an honor to call a game courtside here. It's been one of my dreams to call a game courtside at the Fiserv Forum, the Milwaukee Bucks Arena. Jason Dennis will head to the line for a one-on-one. Makes the first one. Jason Dennis, all 10 points coming in the second half. Make it, stays at 10. And they're going to hold it here. There's no really need to foul now. And that'll do it. Racine Park wins their 17th game in a row after starting the season 0-1. We'll come right back with the victorious head coach Casey Robbins and our Highlight House player of the game, Zari Gwynn, right after this for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show.
were born for this. Game time, frame of mind, got you on defense. I can't wait, no bench, never on the fence. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen. You're not just the best, but the best that you ever seen.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We're joined right now by Casey Robbins, the head coach of Racine Park. Casey, you know, this was a really great win for you guys. You guys won your 17th game in a row, a big defensive fight. Just talk about the effort on both ends for you guys tonight.
Yeah, it really starts on defense for us. That's what we emphasized the whole year. We're going to have games where there's low-scoring games, and we got to be able to win those if we want to go as far as we can.
Talk about the stretch you guys have had lately, too. Like in this game, everybody has really contributed today. I think 7 to 8 guys contributed scoring today. Talk about the impact on the chemistry on this team.
Yeah, that's one thing about our team. We had 8 returners coming this year, and they built like a brotherhood. So if one person's not playing well, another person will. There's some games we had a couple people with 20 each, but it's just a team effort every single time, offense and defense.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
We're joined right now by our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Zari Gwynn. Zari, this was a really great game for you guys today. You had, I think it was Isaiah Robinson and Jackson Moss really carrying that load in that first half, and then you really took it over in that second half with takeovers. Just tell me how you did it all around on both ends.
My team told me to pick it up in the second half, and I had 2 fouls. I was fouling a lot today. I just got to do better for my team, but we still pulled out. Great team win.
How fun has this been in a run like this? Racine Park, a really great season for you guys, 17-1 right now, #1 in the state in the coaches poll and on our rankings. Just talk to me how you and your teammates have really been feeling through this big stretch of games where you guys have just been dominating on both ends.
I feel like it feels great. Like we ain't do this in years.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. Like we trying to go far for real this year. Trying to go far for my seniors, my team, my coaches, and all.
And what is it going to take, lastly, for you guys to kind of get that done? I know you guys have played really great teams. You're in the same sectional as a team like Greenfield that you might even see at the end. How big are games like this against teams with Dooney Johnson and Milwaukee Juneau to get you ready for a potential state game?
It's like these teams are super good that we playing against. We getting ready like for the big games. Like in Greenfield, that's a great team that we got to play. This was a great team that we played today. We just showed that we were better.
All right, so before I let you go, I'm going to have you look at Mike at that camera right there, and we do a fun thing where you're going to say your full name. I am Zari Gwynn, and I'm in the house. I'm going to count you down from 3, 2, 1, and you're going to look at that camera and say that.
Okay.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
I am Zari Gwynn.
And I'm in the house.
And I am in the house.
Perfect. Thank you, Zari.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Great game today. All right, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. 70-55, #1 Racine Park defeats Milwaukee Juneau. Mike Wendlandt will be back on the call after this for Spash against Sun Prairie East after this. A big game coming up. Elijah Vanksalatis signing off on Zaleski Sports.